What is an MRI scan? An MRI scan is a very common type of scan for cancer patients, but lots of other medical uses as well. Maybe if you have a fracture or some kind of physical injury to your body, like if you sprain your ankle, you may have an MRI scan just of your ankle. I think MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging. Interestingly, it used to be NMRI, which stood for nuclear magnetic resonance imaging, but I think all health systems around the world have dropped the N. It's still exactly the same scan, but just people were freaked out by the word nuclear. It's kind of interesting. So it is a magnetic scan, that it's not using any ionizing radiation. So the MRI scans, they're the really noisy scan. The machine is incredibly noisy. You're given kind of ear protection. Some places they'll play music to you. It's important, yeah, you're kind of given headphones partly as ear protection, but also so that the medical technician can talk to you. You may have to do breath holds. So if so, like when we breathe, of course, our lungs and chest move, diaphragm moves, our liver moves as well. So you'll often be told to like take a deep breath, hold it, and that can feel like quite a while. Sometimes you might be getting like 20-second breath hold, which doesn't sound bad, but if it's a few days after surgery and you've still got lots of painful stitches and things, it's quite unpleasant. Yeah, so MRI scans are very, very, very noisy. Um, there's what's called an enhanced MRI scan or an MRI scan with contrast medium. This means like essentially a dye is injected into you. MRI scans, the dye is iodine based, so it doesn't have the risk of causing kidney damage that CT scans have. However, I found that every hospital I've had an MRI scan, they asked you the same questions. Do you have bad kidneys or whatever? Which I think, yeah, they just copy and paste the questions from the CT scan questionnaire. But my understanding is, yeah, the contrast medium used for MRI scans doesn't have the potential to cause the kidney damage. MRI scans can be very, very high resolution. Yeah, they're very good for scanning the liver, for example, and a skilled radiographer using a high resolution MRI scan might be able to identify things that are kind of 3 millimeters across, so really small things. Yeah, so 3 millimeters is what a surgeon could see unaided when they're looking inside you. Using optical magnification, surgeons can identify cancer about a millimeter across. Yeah, so MRI scans are very high resolution and seem to be completely safe. Very, very noisy, but no ionizing radiation is used. So it's not using X-rays like a CT scan, and you're not given a radioactive marker like a PET scan. So yeah, seems to be completely safe. When I say completely safe, that, is assuming you don't have chunks of metal in you. It's very, very, very important to yeah, inform the radiography technicians about the location and type of metal that you have in you. If you've got like any metal implants, any medical devices, that kind of thing. It is vitally important not to go into an MRI scan with keys in your pocket or whatever. You don't want to be in the room where the machine is, because if it's on, that stuff will get ripped out of you. It's yeah, people die getting like hit by flying oxygen cylinders and stuff. Yeah, it's the magnets used in the MRI scanning machine are extremely powerful, kind of incredible. Okay, I hope that video has, or hope that answer has answered your question about what is an MRI scan.